If a statement is true, what can we use to represent it? I get what I'm trying to say. Now, if a statement is true, we are going to use the capital letter T to denote it. I get what I'm trying to say. In logic, we use capital letter T to denote a statement that is true, and we use capital letter F to denote a statement if the statement is false. Are you getting it? If the statement is true, and if the statement is false. Do you understand? Okay. So we use capital letter T. If the statement is true, we use capital letter T. If the statement is false, we use capital letter F. Do you understand? Okay. Now let us look at some important example. Let's look at some important example. Okay. Consider the following statement. Nigeria is in West Africa. P, listen. P represents Nigeria is in West Africa. Q represents 17 is a factor of 51. And then R represents 28 plus 2 is greater than or equals to 26. Okay? Now, P is true. You know? Are you getting what I'm trying to say? P, let me just write it out. Let me, please, just pay attention, okay? It's simple. I just want to lay emphasis on what we've learned so far, okay? Now, P represents Nigeria is in West Africa. P represents Nigerian. Nigeria is in West Africa. And then Q represents 17 is a factor of 51. 17 is a factor of 51. And we have R represents 28 plus 2 is greater than or equals to 26. 28 plus 2 is greater than or equals to 26. Now, listen to me. I want to emphasize on what I just explained. If the statement is true, we denote it as capital letter T. Now, look at this. Let's consider P. Nigeria is in West Africa. Is it true or false? Where is Nigeria located? Yes, Nigeria is in West Africa. That means the statement is true. So this is true. What of 17? 17 is a factor of 51. Well, it is true. Okay, so this is also true. But what of this? 28 plus 2 is greater than or equals to 26. Well, 28 plus 2 is greater than 26 indeed, but it is not equals to 26. So this statement here is false. You can see now. Okay, with respect to what we've learned so far, let us recap by asking ourselves some few questions. What is logic? Logic refers to a branch of mathematics that deals with evaluation of argument based on fundamental laws of science of reasoning and thinking. You can see now that's a simple definition of logic. You are evaluating arguments based on fundamental laws of science of reasoning and thinking. Now, another question is explain the meaning. Oh, I didn't talk about it when I started this class. Logos. You see, the word logic is coined from the Greek word logos. Logos means reasoning. It means thinking. You can see now. Another question is this. How is logic related to life statements? Okay. Well, logic is related to life statement because it helps in decision making. You understand? Ability to think critically before making decisions, and it also helps in drawing conclusion on what has occurred before. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Don't worry, we're going to talk more about it when we get to compound statements. Are you getting it? So that's the answer. Okay. Another question is this: define a statement. What do you mean by statement? A statement refers to a sentence that is either true or false, but cannot be true, but cannot be both. Are you getting it? Okay, we have another question. What is the difference between a sentence and a statement? Okay, I just defined a statement as a sentence that is either true or false. Are you getting it? But now, what is a sentence? Well, statement and sentence are related, but not all sentences are statements because not all sentences can be used in logical reasoning. So a statement refers to a sentence that can be used in logical reasoning. Do you understand? That is the distinct difference between a sentence and a statement in logic. Okay. Now, another question: why are some sentences not considered as a statement? Well, The reason is because they cannot be argued out. I get what I'm trying to say. They cannot be used in logical reasoning. A typical example is this sentence that's come in form of question, command, exclamation, or expression of feelings. I get what I'm trying to say. So those sentences cannot be used in logical reasoning. So they are not regarded as statement. Are you getting it? So another question is this: name 4 types of sentences that are not statement. Well, we have question, statement that come in form of question, command, exclamation, and expression. That is the answer to that question. Okay. Now, which of the following sentences are statements and give reasons? Okay. Now, we have some examples here. I would like to write some of them, even though I'm not going to write all of them. So, we have some examples here. Which of the following sentences are statements and give reasons? We have A. Nigeria is an African country. Pay attention. Nigeria is an African country. That is A. B. Ibadan is the largest town in Nigeria. That is B. C. Logic is a way of reasoning. D. 2 plus 15 is equals to 22. E. All rectangles are parallelograms. F. A square is a rectangle. Okay. Now, which of these statements, which of the following sentences are statements? Okay, and give your reasons. Let us consider the first statement. Nigeria is an African country. Now, answer it by yourself. Is Nigeria an African country or not? Yes, Nigeria is an African country. So that statement is true. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Don't forget the definition of statement. Statement is refers to a sentence that is either true or false. Are you getting it? So Nigeria is an African country is a true. The identity of that statement is true. That is capital letter T. So it is a statement. The reason is because it is either true or false, and it is true. You understand? The reason is because it is true. Number 2, Ibadan is the largest town in Nigeria. That is true as well. So it is also refers to as a statement. We have C, logic is a way of reasoning. That is true. D, we have 2 plus 15 is equals to 22. That is not true. Nevertheless, it is false, but it's also a logical statement. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? That sentence 2 plus 15 is equals to 22 is a statement. The reason is because it is false. Are you getting it? Okay. Now let's look at the 5th sentence. All rectangles are parallelograms. Okay. Well, that is also a statement because it asserts as to whether something is true or not. Okay. Now, is it true or false? Yes. All rectangles are parallelogram. Rectangles is a special type of parallelogram that has all its angle as 90 degrees. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? That is mainly deal with in algebra. Are you getting it? So now I just want you to have that at the back of your mind. And we have the 6th statement. A square is a rectangle. A square is a rectangle. Is it a sentence or statement? Why? It is a statement. It is a sentence as well as it is also a statement. Don't forget, I told you when I start this class that all sentence and all statements are sentence, but not all sentence are statements. Are you getting it? So a square is a rectangle. That statement is true. You understand? It is true. The reason is because a square has all the properties of a rectangle, if not all. Mostly all the properties. It has 4 sides. Rectangle also has 4 sides. Even a square is a special type of rectangle that has all its sides equal. Are you getting it? So that statement is also true. You can see now that among all these statements, all of these sentences are statements. Are you getting it? All these statements are sentences, but that's number D. That the 4th statement, which is 2 plus 15 equals to 22, is false. It's also a statement. Are you getting it? So when we talk about statements, we are talking about a sentence that is either true or false. Are you getting it? So that's it. Now let's move to another question. Examine the following sentences and identify which one is a statement. Okay, we have A, your journey from here is not. Is that a statement? Is it a statement? Yes, it is. Okay, now we have question B. What a good mathematician. You can see that is just you can see an exclamation mark at the end of that mathematician. You can see that cannot be regarded as a statement, because I told you any form of sentences that comes in form of question, command, exclamation, expression, those one cannot be regarded as statement. Are you get what I'm trying to say? So that is it's just a sentence. What a good mathematician is a sentence, it is not a statement. Okay, we have the next one. Do you have interest in teaching mathematics? Okay, you can say that one also is in form of a question, hence it cannot be regarded as a statement, but it is a sentence. Are you getting it? It is a sentence, but it's not a statement. Okay, we have another one. Base angles of an isosceles triangle are equal. That is a statement. The reason is because it affirms as to whether something is true or not. Is it true? Yes, because actually the base angles of an isosceles triangle, they are equal. I get what I'm trying to say. Okay, now let's look at some other questions here. Which of the following are not statements in logical context? Okay, take the pen away. That's the first one. Take the pen away. Now, take the pen away is in form of a command. You understand? And I told you any sentence that comes in form of a command cannot be regarded as statement. You understand? Okay, so that is not a statement. Okay, B, we have I remember when I was a student. That's not a statement as well, because it cannot be argued out. You understand? It cannot be used in logical context. Another one is the earth is conical in shape. That is a statement. The reason is because it can be used in logical context. The earth is conical in shape. It is affirming the identity of something. Are you getting it? So it can be used in logical context. Hence, it is regarded as statement. We have another sentence here. I must pass mathematics. That is also not a statement. Okay. Another one, we have Nigerians abroad are hardworking. That is a statement. You understand? Okay. Now let's look at another questions here. Which of the following is a logical statement? Okay, you can see that all these examples, all these questions that I'm bringing out, we are differentiating sentences from statement. And when do we call a sentence a statement? Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So make sure you pay attention. 7 plus 5 is not equals to 12. Is that a statement or not? Yes, it is a statement. It is a logical statement. The reason is because even though the statement is even though it is false, you understand, but it is a statement because it is either true or false. Okay. B, is the teacher in her office? That cannot be regarded as a statement. The reason is because it came in form of a question. Are you getting it? And it cannot be used in logical context. Okay. Now we have another one. Sit down. That's a command. You see now, sit down, keep quiet, come out, get out of the house. Those ones they cannot be regarded as statements, even though they are sentence. Are you getting it? But they cannot be regarded as statements. Why? The reason is because they cannot be used in logical context. Okay. Now we have who is there. That's the question. So S, that option B, C, D cannot be used as a logical statement. Why we have A, 7 plus 5 is not equal to 7 plus 5 is not equal to 12 is a logical statement, even though it is false. Okay. Another important concept that we're going to talk about is truth value. What do we mean by truth value in logic? Truth value refers to the truth or falsity of a statement. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? The truth value reveals as to whether a statement is true or false. Listen, don't forget I told you that a statement is a sentence that is either true or false, right? Now, when we talk about truth value reveals the identity of the statement. Do you understand? Okay, listen to me carefully. I told you from the previous example that if a statement is true, we're going to represent it as what? Capital letter T. And if a statement is false, we're going to represent it as what? Capital letter F. You know? Now, let us look at some important statements. Some statements here to check, to look at, to learn the concept truth value. Please don't forget the definition. The true or the falsity of a statement is what we call the truth value. I get what I'm trying to say.
To watch the full class of this video, kindly check our YouTube channel, Beloved Academy. And if you wish to watch the next question, you can check our page on Facebook. But the lengthy video is on our YouTube channel. See you in the next class.